They knocked this watch out the park for so many things. But one thing that they didn't knock the watch out the park with is the fitness app on the Apple Watch that collects all your data. So I'm a runner, right? Right now I'm in the middle of a training block training for a marathon. I have the Honolulu Marathon in 3 weeks, right? So right now it's a lot of long runs. There are a lot of workouts, all these different things. I ran 18 miles this morning, 7:52 pace. It's pretty decent. This marathon probably I'm aiming for about 3:15, but next year the goal is to run a sub 3 marathon, right? Now, the problem that I have with this watch is the action button can only be used, or only the Apple Watch fitness app can take advantage of the action button. And I wouldn't necessarily have a problem with that if I wasn't training for the marathon, but while adding in workouts like a mile repeat or a fartlek, again, this is for more so intermediate runners, right? Runners are training for like races and stuff. If you're just say you just casually run, perfect watch for you, because you could just throw it on. You can put Strava on here. You just go, you run, whatever, right? I mean, I don't trust the Apple Fitness app at all. So I rarely use it, like really. And this might just be my case scenario. I know me and a couple of my friends that have the Apple Watch have all experienced pauses, even though we have auto pause turned off, right? Auto pause is not on at all. And again, not again, but I have now worked out for 142 days in a row. So I've had this on my wrist every day during that process, right? And during a weightlifting session, I have no problem if it pauses. During a HIIT workout that I'm doing on the Apple Fitness Plus, or I'm doing Apple Fitness Plus, or I'm doing abs or anything like that, if the watch pauses, I have no problem. I just press play again, right? Because I can just know like the TV will pause. I have no problem. Now, where I have the problem is while I'm running, right? I may not feel the vibration on my wrist. And the watch should just pause mid-run, even when I'm doing a pace of 7 minutes or 6:50, right? 6:50 pace, I don't stop. There's no stop. There's no hesitation. There's no chill. I'll say be at mile 5. In my head, I log. Like, I know where, if I'm going out on a 20-mile run, usually I map my runs out, right? So I could pretty much determine, I know like, okay, mile 5 is here, right? I know by the time I get to the track, that might be like 8 miles, whatever, right? So when I get on the track, I know I want to do speed work. Now, it's discouraging when I go to look down at my watch and it says it stopped collecting my data 1 mile and 1.82 miles into the run. And this happens with me multiple times. And it's just very upsetting. It's something that I wish Apple would face. And this isn't something that just plagues the Apple Watch Ultra, in my opinion. When I had the Apple Watch Series 7 and the Series 5, this would constantly happen to me. But I wasn't super into running at those times. I wasn't doing mile repeats and all those things at those times. So I had no issue with it. But now that I am doing those workouts, it's like, I don't want to go and buy a Garmin. I don't want to go and buy a Kuros, or I don't want to go and buy a Polar, but I'm probably going to be forced to. Well, maybe not forced to, but I might have to, just because I can't rely on, and the only reason I say I might be forced to or have to is while doing speed work, when you want to capture those segments. So it's like, oh, okay, I'm running the one. I know I got to, if I'm doing, like I said, mile repeats, and I want to just log my time and know the time that I did for each segment. Right now, the action button only works with the Apple Fitness app. I can't use it with Strava to mark my segments, which is kind of whack. Maybe next year they open it up to third-party developers, and it'd be amazing. Apple is also marketing this watch heavy to who? People like me, runners, right? I'll probably next year do an Ironman. I'm doing to do all of those things. And I would hate to be in the middle of an Ironman race I trained for a year for. I look down at my watch. You're only 5 miles in to the bike course, and I'm already at the running part, the third leg, which is the running part of the Ironman. It would be very annoying. It's hard to keep track. And yes, there probably are other apps that can do that. But it's like for them to market this as that and then for it to not live up to those expectations, I feel like something needs to be fixed. I don't know if they need to call more people in, if they need to do more testing, but I think that they're dropping the ball because if you turn auto pause off, the watch shouldn't pause. It just shouldn't. But if you've had this same issue while you're working out and the watch will pause and you have auto pause turned off, share your stories. Maybe there's something that you may know that may have fixed it. Like, right? Maybe you did something and it fixed this problem and you don't have this problem anymore. Let me know because I need it. 3 weeks out from the marathon, middle of the training. It's a problem. But again, right now I basically use Strava to track all my runs because like I said, I can't trust the Apple Fitness app. It's just me, no trust with it. But the Apple Fitness app is the only one that is able to take advantage of the action button, which is annoying, right? Yeah, that was just my rant with the Apple Watch. Overall, this is a great watch. I think it's an amazing smart watch. It has great battery life. 2 days. I could probably go with maybe 3. No, 3 days is pushing it. But 2.5 days I go without charging. And I work out twice a day, like an hour each interval. Heavy GPS when I run in the mornings. And in the evenings, I usually hit the gym. I lift weights hard. And the battery still lasts me 2.5 days. So overall, the watch is amazing. I love the design of the Apple Watch Ultra. Everything is great. I love the design of the regular Apple Watch. But, big but, for a watch targeted at runners, for you to pause in the middle of speed workouts, it's a huge problem. Apple, what's up? Can we fix that? While we at it, yo, bring my man Johnny Ive back. All right, I'm out.